Since I'm giving so much detail, maybe my headline for this video will be like step-by-step instructions on how to ship on eBay and Poshmark. What do you think? Howdy y'all, my name is Gretchen. I'm the Restless Thrifter and I'm a reseller on eBay and other platforms. I share my sales with you on a regular basis every other day or so. Actually, it's been 4 days since I packed up anything, and I am late on one item. I don't know what happened. It's that time between Christmas and New Year's and mind goes to mush, I guess. So I am behind on one item. I'm going to get caught up here. I'm going to share with you what I bought, how much I paid for it, because I do buy used things and resell them online, how much the buyer paid. Hold on. Let me turn off my sounds over here. How much the buyer paid, how much the marketplace took, fees, and how much profit I made, most importantly. If you're interested in reselling, I am, I think I get some good information on what you may want to pick up versus not pick up. I'll share with you whether I would pick up these items again for sure. Now, I have not listed in 4 days either, so that means my sales are likely to be things that I've had a while. I'm glad to be moving some things out, and I am running some clearance sales in both Poshmark and eBay. All right, so the first item, and I go one by one so I don't mess up because I have, especially on these things, sport coats. I have two made of the same material. And I say material rather than brand because these are bespoke. These are custom-made suit jackets, sport coats. And they're made with really nice cloth called Saba. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. They're both silk and wool. They're both blue. One is solid blue and one is plaid. I brought them both because I didn't want to walk back and forth. I just had knee surgery, and so I brought them both. But it's the plaid one, so I'm going to put this one over there. I keep them in here because it keeps them nice and neat. I learned this little trick from another reseller, the Hustle Couple. I fold them inside out to keep them as wrinkle-free and dog hair-free as possible. And then if they're not going to be going out priority shipping, I just save this box for the future, probably to put another sport coat in, because I don't want to, my bins are not that big and I don't want to cram them in there, so I just put them in spaces where they fit on my shelves or along the top to best utilize my space that I have. I'm getting a lot of detail today, and I don't know why. I give different details at different times in different videos, but for some reason today I'm just regurgitating all the information. Saba cloth, 44 long, sport coat, silk and wool, blue plaid, bespoke custom suit jacket. If you want to see how I measure things to know what size they are when they don't have a size listed, go into my closet if you want to. I link eBay and all of them in my videos, and you can go and check out a sport coat to see what all measurements I include, and then I'm happy to answer any questions about how I figure out whether it's, if you have any, because these are things that you can sell for more. For example, this sold for $45, and that was a steal for this type of coat. So it sold on Poshmark. I sent off 40% off offers, and that's what this sold through, I believe. I had it listed for $75. It sold for $45. That sounds about right. And my fees, let me guess, are going to be $10, $8, $9. Brain is a little scrambled from getting back into things after surgery. I paid $5.41. That is the price plus tax that I paid at a local thrift store. Shipping expenses, $0. So I made $30.59. Now I can actually ship in this priority mailbox because it is Poshmark, but I do want to put it in some paper to protect it in case something leaks. Paper's not the best thing, I guess, right? In case something leaks into the box, in case the box gets wet. Let me go ahead and do a poly mailer. I am running low on these poly mailers that fit this size, so I was trying to save on it, but I'd be mad if it got there wet if I were the buyer. So, and it's raining in Texas right now. Man, I heard there were tornadoes in Houston area. In December is not normal. Not normal at all. I don't know if there was a lot of damage, but I did see a TikTok video of one and it was scary. Tornadoes are part of life in Texas and they are scary. Okay, I'm gonna slip this in here. And they do have self-adhesive stickers. I don't trust them, so I put stickers on top. And the stickers I put on top look like this. They're just priority mail stickers you can get from the post office. Where the heck is the... Oh, they changed the way you peel them off. Interesting. Going to Pennsylvania. I ship so many things to Pennsylvania. I think I've looked this up before. Is Pennsylvania like one of the highest populated states or something? Let's see, states by population. Pennsylvania's number 5, so yeah, that makes sense. I never would have guessed that, to be honest. It goes California, Texas, Florida, New York, and Pennsylvania. And yeah, those are the top places I ship to because that's where all the people are. Next is a brand that is a great polo. I had never found it before. It's CP Shades. It's the first time finding it. It had flaws. I did not see the flaws when I first bought it. I still picked it up. I mean, I still would have picked it up probably with these flaws. I just would have sold it faster because I would have known what to list it for. This is a CP Shades size medium jasmine 100% linen tunic top dress cream pockets login look. This looks like something Scrooge McDuck would wear on the night before Christmas story. What's that called? Am I getting my things mixed up? First of all, it doesn't have to be a duck, I suppose. It's just Scrooge. It looks like something Scrooge wore to bed. His night clothes. All right. It has some snags in the linen. So once I noticed those, I took a picture of them all and I circled them and everything. And I sold this thing for much less than it would have been sold for. I had it listed for $68, which was knowing it had flaws. I sold it through an offer to likers of 40% off for $40 after 4 months on Poshmark. So it's still a great item to pick up. I paid $4.87. Marketplace fees were $8, shipping expenses $0. So my profit is $27.13. Still a great pickup. So Bolo brand for sure. And it's an unassuming piece. If you would look at it and go, Scrooge. Especially in this color and in this style, in my opinion, because it's just very, it's meant to be layered too. So I think this would be more like of a base layer, and then you'd have like a vest or a cardigan or something on top of it. This is going to Maine. Is that M-E? Maine? We're going with Maine. All right. I next sale another Poshmark one because like I said, clearing things out, sending 40% off offers. Knowing that I haven't shipped or listed anything in a while, I feel pretty comfortable just sending the 40% off and not even looking at what I'm sending it for because, you know, it's stuff that's been listed for long enough, in my opinion. I kind of want to start the new year with a bunch of empty bins ready to fill with high quality, high sell-through rate, high ASP items. This next one is a Carhartt size medium twill work shirt. Ironwood pearl snap front, S209. Carhartt has style numbers inside. Good to include those. KMS, I think that's the color. Relaxed fit. Very cool looking two-tone color blocking Western style work shirt. And I have 2 of these. I have one that has not been listed yet. So now that I've sold one, I'm going to make a copy of that other one and list it. I really wasn't waiting per se. I just, I don't know. I just hadn't gotten around to listing the other one. Normally, you would think I would just list them right both at the same time. Maybe it worked in my favor that I was the only one with this size, you know? But now, once again, I'll be the only one with this size. Unless that has changed. This is going to Pennsylvania. Shout out. Shout out to Pennsylvania. If you're new to my channel, I am goofy. I am chatty. I probably provide information about my life I don't need to. So, but I'm also providing information about reselling. So if that's your kind of channel, please think about subscribing. Click subscribe. You can also click the notification bell to be notified every time I post a new thing. But don't do that if those notifications are going to annoy you, because I don't want to be the one annoying you. No, you can come and find me when you're ready. But if you click subscribe, it makes it easier to find me. All that makes sense. This sold for an offer from a customer for $20. I think I already mentioned it was on Poshmark. My fees were $4. I paid $3 at a garage sale. Paid $3 each for these shirts. Shipping expenses $0, and my profit was $13. It sold in 2 weeks. Nice, right? So Carhartt, not all Carhartt's going to sell quickly. Look it up is what I suggest. This I picked up because it was just such a unique look. I didn't look it up when I was at the garage sale. I just buy things as long as the cost of goods is low enough at garage sales. Oh my goodness. And here goes my yawns. All right, the next one, another Poshmark or offer to likers for 40% off. This is one of those ones I was like, should I have waited? I don't know, but I'm still making a great profit. Is Saba men's size US 10 to 10.5 suede Baba slippers. That's the style, but name Baba. Shoes, natural shearling brown. They are suede. They are natural shearling. They are made in Turkey. The size is a 43, but that is not a European size, so you need to look it up on the Saba size chart to convert it to any other sizes. And I converted it to US. They sold for $60, and that's with that big discount. I sold a pink pair of men's slippers in this brand just last week. And so $60, marketplace fees, $12. I paid $5.41, and my shipping expenses are $0. So my profit is $42.59. I'm loving it. That is an on-target sale because it is $30 plus shipping or more, and it sold in less than 90 days, sold in 2 months. That's my goal, to sell everything I pick up. No, on average, everything I pick up within 90 days and for $30 or more. It's going to be an average because, as you see, these other items didn't sell that quickly or for that much. Not every single thing, but trying to get that average to be that. And that's going to help me get to my annual goals, which I'll talk about probably when I go over the best of 2024. So these are a Poshmark order. I'm going to put them in a shoebox, a USPS branded shoebox. Oh, my knees, my knees. My dang old knees. Maybe I'm not because I can't get to it easy enough. Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry if I hit you. So USPS supplies, you can order them online on USPS.com. They'll deliver them to you for free. Everything's free. And on Poshmark, you can use them as long as they're not express mail. You can use all priority mailboxes. You can use any box you want. You can use your own box. You can use an Amazon box. I try to keep everything somewhat within arm's reach, but it is not always possible. I save these air pockets. See what I mean by, like, I'm going really in depth here for some reason? I don't know, I'm just in the mood. I won't do that with all of them. And I'm just filling up the void so they don't rattle around. Okay. Saba. I learned about this brand last year. And I learned by just going, look, those look like really great quality shoes. Let me look them up. These are going to Houston. Don't get them wet. Don't get in a tornado, Houston. That's a great way to learn about things, is just, you know, look for the high quality items and then look them up. Now, it takes some time and patience and practice to get to a point where you can quickly identify a high quality item. But you'll get there if you're persistent. I don't know, like, who put the teacher mode in me today, but here I am, just blah, 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 blah. Okay, so $42.59 profit on that one. Super awesome. Okay, next we have some eBay sales. This one is a little bit out of my wheelhouse, guys. It's earrings. I don't sell jewelry very often, but I went to this one lady's garage sale, and all she had that looked interesting to me from a resale point was jewelry. And so I don't know much about it, so I just picked up a couple of pairs that I thought were cute. This one was a pair of glass fruit dangle earrings, vintage gold tone, apple, grapes, and pear. And I know they're vintage because she told me she's had them a long time and she is old. Anything I've had a long time I know is vintage because I am old. Well, here's a small piece of cardboard. I'll just cut it. And I will enclose it in that and put it in a bubble mailer. So that way they don't get damaged. But I'm keeping the package as light as possible. About here. Yeah, that's better. And then I have a little padded Walmart mailer I can reuse here. I use a mix of new and recycled materials. I use what I have laying around. I use what my neighbors give me, just one neighbor or family members. And then I use what I can get free from the post office, and I buy things off of eBay and Uline. So a whole bunch. One thing I want to do for 2025, a goal, is to identify my most used packaging. It's pretty easy. And then don't order anything with that. It's a pretty easy goal. I'm not going to like get rid of the stuff I already have, but I have like a ton of USPS boxes and sizes I don't use. They're the kind like, they're this shape. I don't need them very often, so I don't need any more. I'm good with what I have, and if I want to use my coupon from eBay to purchase shipping supplies, I can do it for other things that I use a lot, like 10 by 13 mailers. This is 9 by 7. All right, so these fruit earrings weigh 2 ounces, and that's rounding up. 7 by 9, I think, is, I don't know, by 1. It's going to cost $4.26 to purchase the label. I paid 50 cents for these at a garage sale. Price with shipping that they paid was $15.67. Marketplace fees $3.89. Now this was a promoted item, meaning I paid more in fees to have it shown higher. Probably didn't need it on this kind of unique earrings. It sold through an offer from a customer of $10, and it sold in 5 months. So then again, because it was taking so long to sell, maybe I did need to promote it. This is going to New Mexico. Albuquerque. That's how I always pronounce it in order to know how to spell it. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Bad tummy day. Okay, the next item is the one that's late, and I am so sorry to this international buyer in Ireland, I believe. This sold through eBay's international shipping. Super easy to use. You just say, yes, I will ship to other countries, and then you ship it within, actually you ship it within the United States to Illinois, where I always end up shipping it to. And they get it to its final destination. So where is that item? This is third bathing suit I've sold in a week. This is a Reiss, really nice brand. I sold it low because it was just a top. I probably could have gotten more. It's a Reiss size medium bikini swim top, Willa polka dot triangle cream and black ruffle. I don't know if I could have gotten more, but it sold, I think, full price for $16.96 plus shipping. And they had to pay, I don't even know what in shipping, you know. $4.43 is what I'm paying for the label to get it to Illinois. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out what they paid. They paid monies for this. What did they pay? View order details, there we go. They paid $15.60 plus shipping, so obviously I did send an offer, and my fees were, oh my God, Gretchen, get your shit together. So with shipping, they paid $21.41. My fees were $3.04. $3.04. I paid $1.08 at a thrift store. $12.86 is what I made. Quick sale. It sold in 4 days. That's where I think, you know, maybe I could have gotten more. I'm going to put it in this small poly mailer because it is a small item. And I actually don't know what they do once they get to the shipping facility. Do they unpackage everything and repackage it? I don't know. I really don't. Anybody know? I could look it up probably, but I just never have. It's worked for me. It's not been an issue, so I've never bothered to look that part of it up. All right, the next item, another eBay sale, is a CDC Metalworks belt buckle. It's hard to see. What's special about this one is that it's an arrow shaped with a fish on it. I thought that was pretty cute, and I got it for free because it was on a belt in a free box. So I took the belt. The belt was too thrashed to save. This is a 3.5-inch belt buckle, vintage 1977 Arrowhead Fish River Western pewter. Those are just all keywords I used. Maybe a fisherman, maybe someone who likes arrowheads. I don't know. Maybe a Western cowboy type. This sold for $20. I think that was through an offer plus shipping. So they paid $25.67. I paid $0, and my marketplace fees were $3.82. And let's figure out shipping. I think what I'm going to do is the same thing I did before, which is put this in a little piece of cardboard so it doesn't cling around. All right, just kind of wrap this in tape. I'm going to put it in a bubble mailer. I've been hoarding these bubble mailers, these used ones, for a while, and I'm like, why am I not using these? So I'm trying to make a point of grabbing them. Maybe I should move them over here so they're easier to grab. What do you think? Okay, this measures 7 by 7 by 1. And it weighs, rounding up, 7 ounces. 777. $4.38 is what it's going to cost me to ship. It's going out USPS ground. $17.47 is what I made, and it's going to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I think this is a perfect belt for someone in Baton Rouge. I don't know why I'm saying it that way. It's fun. Okay. I think I just have a couple more left. I will tell you my full amount sold in those 4 days. Next one is, why is it showing up again? Poshmark. Shirt I already sold. Oh, that's right, because they sent me a new label. So, yeah. Let me make sure I used the correct label. I believe I did. The one that I should not have used was this State College, Pennsylvania. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm guessing that's probably a college address, and they want it sent to their non-college address. And the next one is, now here's where I said, you know, I'm going to tell you when I wouldn't pick something up again. And this is one. Lacoste. So expensive retail. Does not sell well for me. Not for much, not very quickly. This is even a size 7, which is a larger size in Lacoste. That's, I think, French sizing or their own sizing. I'm not sure, but you want to be careful that you have the correct size if you're going to translate it to US. So go to the brand. I would go to the brand website. This is a 2XL. So even in a larger size, this really cool preppy pink Lacoste alligator patch shirt. There's ways you can tell if these are faked or not. I don't think they're faked as much as people think they might be, but if you want to look it up, there are some easy, clear ways to be able to tell if it's fake. I have my keywords as preppy, golf, and classic. So Lacoste size 7 US 2XL polo shirt, alligator patch, light pink, preppy, golf, and classic. Okay, so this is going to Boca Raton, Florida. Great place for a shirt like this. And it sold for $18.55. That's with the cost of shipping. I sold it through my 50% off sale on eBay for $11.98 plus shipping. It was promoted, so my fees were even higher at $4.38. I paid $6.48. I paid up. A larger size Lacoste. I'm like, yeah, this is great. Didn't turn out to be so great for me. It took 6 months for me to sell it. So this is one of those things I'm probably not going to pick up unless I hear they're back, they're selling high, they're selling quickly, or I can get it for like, maybe if I got it at the bins. Okay, maybe if I got it at the bins, I could do it. But $6.48. I'm glad I'm getting that investment back to me. Let's see how much it's going to cost to ship this. Putting it in a 10 by 13 poly mailer. Since I'm giving so much detail, maybe my headline for this video will be like step-by-step instructions on how to ship on eBay and Poshmark. What do you think? This weighs 9 pounds. No, it doesn't. 9 ounces, 9.6 ounces, so I'm going to round up. Does not weigh 9 pounds. And I'm putting it in a 10 by 13 by 1 poly mailer. It cost me $5.26 to ship. So after all is said and done, I made $2.43. That's not what I'm here for, y'all. Not at all. Not at all. I find men's shirts to be a pain to list, personally. Now this did end up having like one little flaw, like one little spot of discoloration on the bottom. It wasn't bad, to be honest. Maybe that held it up a little bit. I don't know. I got another one of these in dark pink. I think it's the same size. And I think I have a white one, which, you know, white can be dangerous. dangerous to find a lot of stains or something, but $2.43. This was not a good pickup for me. And oh my gosh, I do have one, two. I had a lot more items left. I thought I only had a couple. Try to cut out the dead space in this. The next one is a Kiss t-shirt. It sold full price for $9.96 plus shipping. It sold in 2 months and it was promoted, so I had some higher fees. With shipping, they paid $15.77. I had paid $1 at a garage sale, and marketplace fees were $3.86. I'm going to put it in a poly mailer. Figure out shipping on this. It's going to Knoxville, Tennessee. This is not a vintage shirt. It's just a cool Kiss shirt. Kiss branded. You know, probably purchased at a mall brand store or something. Target. It is a size 2XL, so that is why I picked it up, because it was $1. It was a 2XL. And I do like to have lower cost filler items in my closet. Not a whole lot, because they do take time and that devalues your time a bit. But because people at times are not always spending $100 on items, and they might want to spend $10 on a t-shirt though. So $15.77 to ship. It is 9 ounces, I'm rounding up. $5.09 to ship. And I paid $1, marketplace fees $3.86. I made $5.82. That's not what I'm here for either, but I do like to have some filler items. I'd like those filler items to sell for more than $10 though. I need to renew that. It's time for all the end of year stuff. I'll get into that in another video. This is a Poshmark sale. It's Converse women's 7.5, men's 5.5, unisex sneakers, Chuck Taylor high top, night sky, and then I give the style code. These are classic. I got them for free from a friend. I would also consider this a filler item because I probably wouldn't source them. I try not to source Converse too often because they tend to vary greatly on whether they'll sell, and the thrift stores, you know, are charging $8 at least. I paid $0. The buyer bought these on Poshmark for $24. I think that was my through an offer to Likers for $24 after 1 month. My fees were $4.80, shipping expenses $0, so my profit's $19.20. It's Poshmark. I'm gonna grab a shoebox. Slowly. So I've now had knee surgery on both knees. The first knee is starting to act up significantly, in my opinion. So my next appointment, I'm going to say, yo, what can we do about this? So if you see me suddenly scream, it's because of said knee. It's like it's locking up or spasming just when I'm sitting here doing nothing other than bending it. It's bent. I have not left that in a video yet. I've cut it out so that you guys, so I usually say something inappropriate at the same time. All right, let's mail this to Nevada. This one I don't get that frequently. Thank you, Mia. She gave me a whole bunch of things to sell, a bunch of Converse, and she really helped a girl out. She was like, "You're helping me out because you're getting this stuff out of my house." She had boxes of stuff just ready to go to the thrift store, and hadn't, you know how you just don't want to do a chore? She didn't want to do it. So I told her, "I will come get it from you." She lives about 45 minutes away. So I will come get it with you. I can sit down and chit chat with you and catch up. It'll be great to see you. And then it's out of your house. And I am tracking everything. I'm probably going to give her a little percentage of everything that sells within the first X number of days. I just haven't figured that out. But I do have to pay income taxes on these things and stuff. So I don't really do consignment per se. Unless, and if I do, it needs to be a very high dollar item, and I will take 50% of it. So a lot of people are like, "Well, then I'll just list it myself." I'm like, you might want to. Okay, so the next item is a Kiton Napoli Kiton. I'm sorry, it's pronounced Kiton. Kiton. Size Italian 42. US 6. I promise I'm not on any narcotics anymore. I'm just goofy. Fitted shirt, button-up, plaid, linen, cotton. I had 2 of these that I found at a church sale. They just did not sell quickly, nor for much. This sold for $19.48 plus shipping. Kiton is a great brand to find in sport coats, menswear, but sport coats specifically. With shipping, they paid $25.33. I had paid $2.50 at the church sale. Marketplace fees $3.53. And we'll figure out shipping expenses. This sold, I don't know if it sold through a 50% off sale or not. It didn't look like it. But maybe I sent an offer and they sent a new offer. I'm not sure. Some sort of offer situation was in play. Weighs 6 ounces rounding up. I always round up, even if it's an even ounce. I round up just in case. The way I put it is a fly lands on it at the post office when they check and they want to charge you more, because they will. You know, you gotta make sure you're doing the right thing. Why? There we go. So it weighs 6 ounces. It's going to cost $4.47 USPS Ground Advantage to ship. And I made $14.83. It's going to New York. State, not city. So I didn't really know that they even made women's clothes, but of course they do. And I would say in general don't sell as well. It's still not a bad pickup. But how long did it take to sell? It took 5 months. So to make $14.83. Let's face it, it's Kiton. I would probably still pick it up. Kiton. I've been saying cotton for years. Now we have another Poshmark sale. Poshmark really wakes up when you start sending big discounts. I'll tell you. These are Mott Bow, good brand, size 27 by 30 boyfriend jeans, late slim leg or slim straight leg mid-rise. And these are, they're a women's jeans. They were called the boyfriend jeans. So I don't think you're going to find men's jeans that are called boyfriend jeans, but you might. I don't know. I think they will fit right in here. But I have sold this brand in men's faster than I have in women's. This is a women's pair. It sold for $24. And it's going to Virginia. I had them listed for $30, and these sold through an offer to likers for $24 after 4 months of being listed. And my profit after the $4.80 fees were taken out and my $5.95 cost of goods is $13.25. Would I pick these up again? Maybe. I would check, because you never know if the sell-through rate is still there or not. When I looked these up, the sell-through rate was 33%. I calculate mine where it caps at 100%. So that was pretty good with an ASP of 25. I almost got that. Now are we almost done? We've got to be almost done, right? I've got a Depop sale. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's a belt. It's a tooled leather size 40 belt, Western Eagle USA. Other words that I can't read that are cut off. It sold for an offer of $22 plus shipping, and my fee was $1.44. I thought this one was pretty cool, especially because of the eagle on it. The rest of the words were cowhide, 1.5 inch wide, silver buckle. Sold for $22. My cost of goods is $2.16 at a thrift store. Shipping expenses will be $0. So I'm making $18.40. I'm really happy with that. Sold through an offer from a customer of $22 after 1 month on Depop. I'm gonna put it in this box. Like how that was just right there waiting for me. No, I'm not. The box is not deep enough. I don't want to crush that buckle. I think they want to take the buckle off and put a different buckle on anyway, because they asked me if it comes off. But I still don't want to crush it. Gonna put it in here, and put that on top of it. I love boxes like this, but they do take up a lot of space if you're going to keep them to store because they don't break down, you know. Probably showing off my neighbor's address. I'm not good at using tape dispensers, y'all. I'm just not. I'm better at this. I'm better at this. Just am. Just not very good at estimating how much I need. I'm struggling today, y'all. Okay. Print the dang shipping label already. It's going to Lubbock. Good. Staying in the state. Thank you, Lubbock. One more item. That one I've already shipped. This one is a in Sherman. Now, I didn't get an email from eBay to say this sold, which is a little nerve-wracking because that's how I know when things sold. So I'm going to go to my seller hub. Sure enough, I have one more item that I need to ship. Get shipping label. Don't know why it didn't come to me. It's going to Missouri, and I'm going to put it in one of my 13 by 15 poly mailers. When I get done with this, I'm going to go stretch my legs out because they just can't be bent this long. I'll walk around a little bit, work with them being straight. If you have chronic illnesses, like I do, you learn how to work a full day in the way that suits you best. And I'm going to work on that this year too, like really making good scheduling habits. This weighs 1.1 pounds 7 ounces, and it is going to cost me $6.63. This is the last one, so I can tell you everything I made here in un momento. Should be interesting. Profit, maybe not on a daily basis, but they paid with shipping $17.71. My cost of goods was $7.61. I don't know what I was thinking spending that much on this sweater. Marketplace fees were $4.10. I think this must have been promoted as well. And my shipping expenses $6.63. I lost money. I lost 63 cents. Now, in reality, today I'm getting back that $7.61 investment too. So I lost less than, I lost just under $7. No, I'm making back just under $7. Can't speak. So just keep that in mind. Like, why would you want to sell for a loss? Because you want your investment back to put into better inventory. That sweater is pretty cool. I like it. My pictures, not that great. I think this person's going to be very happy. That's all my orders. Let's see what I made in these 4 days. Yeah, 24th. Okay, I think it's 5 days. Counting today, which is only half over. So there'll be more. But those will get counted tomorrow. So 24th through 28th, 5 days. My total revenue is $586.14, but profit, which is after fees and shipping and everything, is $358.52. Not so great on a daily basis, right? Let's do divided by 5 is $71.70 a day. Okay, thank you guys. I am going to pack my stuff up and see if one of my menfolk will take it to UPS for me.